This is a story about my little boat. I live in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and I go out scuba diving in the ocean just about every other weekend. And I've had this boat for 25 years now, and a lot of people always stare at it when I'm out in the ocean, so I figure I'll give you an inside look of the features. I built everything inside this boat custom. The canopy was, it took me a little while to build. So my wife could steer the boat and drive it. I added a steering wheel and dual throttle control, and now she can easily drive it. And then back here I got double engines for the reliability factor. That way if I'm out there in the ocean, one dies, I'll be able to get back in. And people often ask me, what's these pontoons on the back of the boat? Those basically break down the waves, so if there's ever rough seas out there, because I periodically go out when it's 4-foot seas or so, and that prevents the waves from coming over the back of the boat. Also gives it a little bit added flotation. And I also have since I do a lot of scuba diving, I need to know the depth, so I installed the depth finder. And once again, there's the throttle control. Back here, there's a lot of little rigs going on. Got the throttle line here, and the throttle line over there. Had to put a bar in between the engines, so when you turn, they both obviously turn together. That's how that works. Let's see. And also the interior, I wanted to make it comfortable, so I added a little back board there for your back when you're sitting down on the seat. On the inside here, I've got nice, like actually extra support beams on the inside. And I got this nice material here, which is good to stand on, very comfortable on the feet. And I got that lined on the inside of the boat. And I put my scuba tanks here on the side, one here and one over there. And then once again got this nice foam up here too. And believe it or not, at one point this boat was converted to a commercial lobster boat for several years. And here's a picture of that. Yep, had about 100 lobster traps, so we used to check with this boat. And that worked great. Here's some of the lobsters. This is a 55-gallon bucket full, selling to the restaurants. Here's a nice size one. I think it's probably about a 6-pound lobster there. And then after we were done using it as a commercial lobster boat, basically tore everything out of it. Looked pretty bad. And then basically I did all this work and got it to somewhat of a scuba diving boat. And another interesting story is I actually proposed to my wife underwater while scuba diving. 60 feet underwater, I hid these cards in the reef. Basically it says all the reasons why we should be married. And so I made it where she swam over the cards, and she found them with her name on the front, and then she started reading through them. And then at the end, the last card said, give me a thumbs up if you'll marry me, or a thumbs down if you don't want to. And obviously she gave me a thumbs up. So that was a fun little day for us. And that's the story of my little boat. One other thing I forgot to tell you is this is the place I store the boat. And to protect it from the sun, I made it where the canopy drops down, and I'll do this in parts. I'll show you. Okay, the front bars slide back, which starts to bring down the front of the top. And then the back bars just slide straight down, so it's almost shut. Okay, now the back part of the canopy is completely down. Now I'm going to add a front part, which you'll see in a second. Okay, there's the complete canopy, so the sun will not damage the inside. And over the back over here, I've got another little thing that I add on the engines, so the sun won't get the engines either. And that's it.